Why did I buy a PlayStation TV? Well, let's start off with just the simple fact that a buddy of mine, David Ottavino, part of the Fat Gatsby podcast crew, informed me that Walmart was selling them for $30. And for $30, you got the PlayStation TV. You got all sorts of. You got an extra PlayStation 3 controller. You know, usable not only in PlayStation 3s but in Bluetooth and whatnot. So I thought, hey, it's a pretty good deal. And then I realized, hey, wait a minute. I sold my PlayStation Vita, humorously enough, to Mr. Ottavino himself. And, I missed having the opportunity to play some of those PlayStation Vita games, so this seemed ideal. Not to mention the Walmart bundle not only bundles a controller with the game, a controller with the PlayStation TV, and a memory card, 8 gigabytes, thank you very much, but also codes for a couple of free games. Let's see, I think I got Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which is awesome, and the Lego Movie video game, which may be awesome or not sure. And then there's also the option of remote play with my PS4, but I might actually be able to use that because the PS4 is downstairs and my computer and pretty much all my stuff, I spend most of my time upstairs, so out comes the box with, one assumes, the PlayStation TV. Somewhere in here. We've got the charge cables. It's very nice. Those plugins. And the HDMI, because you can never have enough HDMI. These are the second part of the charge cables. And finally, underneath all this, is the instruction book. Oh my goodness. More instructions. The white one's the safety guide. That's the quick start guide. Where's the slow start guide? I never find the slow start guide. What are you caught on? Caught on something? I don't know. Up you come. Up you go. And after all that, it's smaller than a cell phone. It is smaller than a cell phone. It is thinner than a cell phone. This is it. The PlayStation TV. You just plug in your stuff and go to town. That's literally it. This is literally it. I'm both surprised and not surprised by this. Anyway, enough of the unpacking. Let's say we get it started and have a look and see how this runs and what we can get to play on it, huh? Alright, so after setup was initially pretty painless, but you'll notice that the screen looks almost identical to the screen on an actual PS Vita, which I shouldn't be surprised by, yet somehow I am. I don't know why I thought it would have its own thing, but anyway. I connected to PlayStation Network pretty easily. However, the connection, whether it's because I'm using the Wi-Fi or maybe PlayStation Network's having some issues, took more time to download games than I was expecting. Tekken 2 and Final Fantasy Tactics, the PSP version, both downloaded within an hour or so, when my computer probably could have downloaded them in less than a minute each. And Borderlands 2 at 3.5 gigs, including the update, was massive. It took all night. So I don't know whether to say be prepared for that or whether that's an isolated incident on my part. But we're going to test out some games here, so let's start with the PlayStation Classic Tekken 2. Namco presents. Oh, good old Tekken 2. What's not to love, honestly? Don't get me wrong, Tekken 3 is the superior game, but still. And that awful compression. Oh dear God. hit arcade mode up. And I gotta play as my boy Lei Wulong.
Fight!
So far, I'm gonna say that the gameplay and graphics are pretty damn faithful. I mean, I'm only going off one fight here, but there's nothing to complain about. This feels exactly as it should. And it looks exactly as it should.
Round 1. Fight!
Ow. Saw that coming. What up? Perfect. Down you go.
You win.
So PlayStation games seem to play quite well. Oh, and you can, instead of swiping like you would on the PS Vita to quit anything, you just hold the circle button down and it goes away for you. But anyway, I just quit Tekken 2. And another thing to note is a surprising amount of my purchased games on PlayStation Network were available. I'd heard that PS Vita games were like hit and miss, you know, in terms of compatibility, but the same hint again. But so far, I have nothing to complain about. Almost, as far as I know, almost everything that I purchased was available. So let's see how the PlayStation TV handles PSP games, and we're doing that by testing Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions, which, to my mind, is the ultimate version of this game. And getting to play it on my big screen is a plus. I'm happy to be able to do that. Because prior to this, I'm unaware of any method by which you could do it. You might have been able to attach the PSP to the PS3 somehow and play it on your big screen that way, but... Or perhaps it was made available for the PS3 on PSN, I don't know. All I know for certain is that I love this game, and being able to play it on my TV is awesome. So... And I never did play The War of the Lions all the way through, which is a shame. Because I've always wanted to see how they changed everything up right up until the ending. Okay, first thing I'm going to say is that the resolution does not look great. Everything looks a little fuzzy, and I don't know why perhaps that is. I mean, right stick, delete PSP game stored content. Qua? Oh, stuff that the PSP game stores on your memory card. Okay, well, I don't really need that. And the right stick, you can set to be whatever you want. But there are no other settings like... Oh, well, alright. Well, I guess it is as it is. And maybe it looks this way because it is stretched, as opposed to appearing on a smaller handheld screen. But I don't know, I thought it would look sharper than this. The FMV looks pretty spectacular, I gotta admit. Compared to in-game, which is the only in-game I've seen so far, this actually looks quite crisp. Yeah, everything, even in-game, everything looks like it's got a soft focus on it. Which... I mean, I can still read the text, so I can't really complain, but... it's not ideal. I would prefer things looked sharper. May have a wee bit of slowdown there. We ain't gonna allow that, are we, boys? Yeah, definite slowdown. But I can't say I understand why. She'll finish him off. And again with the slowdown. Alright, I've seen enough. It's playable, but not ideal. Okay, we're now in 1080i, and we're going to try some Borderlands 2, a PS Vita game. Let's see how this works out. Oh, gotta install first. Loading. 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 Loading.
So, you want to hear another story, huh?
Nope.
One where the very fate of Pandora hangs in the balance.
Nope, I've already seen this.
Not too bad.
We can skip it. We can skip it, please. Get to some gameplay, please, of some kind. Or at least let me pick a character.
The warriors who opened it, the vault was just a
Loading.
tentacles and disappointment.
It's like we are loading, you know, part after this. We just gotta get to it. Press circle to skip. Yes, please. Okay, let's pick a character we haven't played yet. That would leave Zero and Psycho. Aggressive combat brawler. Oh, I'm not much of a brawler, but let's give it a shot. See how it goes. Whoa, looking sexy there, Krieg. All right, let's see how Borderlands 2 plays on the PS TV.
Great, another dead Vault Hunter. Handsome Jack's been busy.
Looks like this is in 720p, or possibly less. Controls are a little weird.
They're badass.
There's also the tiniest bit of input lag, which is weird because my controller is directly connected. So I don't know why that would be. Contraband skyrocket. Oh, it's fireworks! Yay, fireworks. Yeah, the frame rate's not great. And as I said, there's just the tiniest bit of input lag where it doesn't quite start turning when I push the stick. I'm not going to say it's not playable with this lag. I mean, I imagine once I get into actual gameplay, I'll still be able to hold up. Is she talking? I can't hear her. That's weird. I can already tell the controls are going to be a problem. It's not that they're not responding. They are. But everything's just a hair late. All right, my first actual gunfight.
Shut up! Let's go! If we don't get my eye back, we'll never get to Sanctuary!
I mean, it's okay. It's playable. But I would far prefer playing my PC version. Or, well, just about any other version I own. PS3, Handsome Collection on PS4. All better choices. So, I gotta say, I think I got my money's worth on this one. I mean, if you want an easier way to play your PlayStation 1 games, then this is the device for you. I mean, except obviously if you have the discs, they won't do you any good. This is just for stuff you own on PlayStation Network. But if you've got a large PlayStation Network collection and you want another device to play, although I don't know why you would. If you've already got a PlayStation Network collection, you've already got like a PlayStation 3 or a Vita or a PSP or something else. And this would just let you play. I guess this would be for people who have PSPs or PS Vitas and wanted to play their PlayStation Network titles on their big screen. Like, that's it. Like, it's... Or it's for people who don't have any Sony PlayStation hardware at all and want to see what it's like, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I got a PS3 controller for about half the price that it would cost otherwise. They're still charging $60 for PS3 controllers, which is ridiculous at this point. But there you go. You know, and this was half the price of that, and I got a PS TV with it. So, I guess just think what you will. You know, I mean, if you're anything like me, you probably just wanted. I just wanted a way to play my PS Vita games, but so far I'm not terribly impressed as far as PS Vita. I mean, it's entirely possible the Borderlands 2 on PS Vita is like this all the time. It's been a while since I've played it, so I can't be certain. But it's laggy, and it's awkward, and it's a little weird, and I'd much rather play it on my Steam account than this, or even my PS3 or PS4. It would be better choices, but I guess it's not a bad little device for the price for $30. I mean, you honestly can't go wrong, and I'm sure I'll play with it, more. But, I wish it were a better device for hacking, certainly. If I could hack this thing, put emulators on it, I'd be all over it. But as it is, well, there aren't much in the way of choices at the moment for this or the PS Vita, so anyway. I'm just gonna get out of here because there's no point to listening to that. Anyway, that's the PS TV. I'm sure there's much more to be found to mess around with browser and so forth. Yeah, why don't we do that first before I call it a day? Let's check the browser and see if I can watch YouTube videos on this thing without too much hassle. The save files. Castlevania. Let's do that one. Show me the Castlevania. Okay. Loading.
Hey there, neighbor.
Hey there, neighbor.
I know. It's been too long.
It has been, hasn't it?
How about we talk about it?
Anyway, resolution's not bad, but I mean, it played okay, so well done. Well done. And I assume other YouTube videos will go as well, although I don't know if there's a better way to play it, but that's fine. Hey, at least it works. So if you wanted to watch YouTube videos on this thing, you could. You might even be able to Netflix and all that stuff, but that's a bit beyond me. They might have services and so forth. And I have not messed around with PlayStation Now all that much because last time it did not go so well, so I'm going to leave it at that. So that's it. And powering the system off is just as simple as clicking that button right there. So that's the PS TV, and that's why I bought it, just to mess around with it, see if it was any good. So far, it's okay. It was worth the $30, but not much more. And I did get a new PS3 controller out of the deal with Bluetooth capability, so I could use it on other Bluetooth devices if I chose. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.